All right, this is for Adam Nucci, or I don't know if it's Nucci or Nucci, but he made a video called "So You're Addicted to Content Now. Now What?" And I think he has really good advice. I recommend you watch it. Subscribe to this guy. I like his channel a lot for reasons of I find his content to be motivating and kind of like because a lot of stuff I do on YouTube is goofy, and he kind of sometimes brings me back to like, hey man, what are you doing to make your life better? And he's not, without being like one of these snobby like you can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know, um, you know, he gets it, but he also is trying to keep you focused on getting better. And not going too far off the rails with having goofy times on YouTube. And one of this video is about people being addicted to content. I find my addiction to be different than content, and I'll explain that later. But I'll say like my experience of social media. I mean, social media is basically the internet. It's been around for a long time now, and I've been around. Like I had a Facebook before probably anybody did. I might have been like one of the first million people to sign up for that shit. And so, and I got rid of it. And that was an interesting experiment because when I got rid of it, I found out I didn't have any friends. Very few. Yeah, very few. So, yeah, that was very interesting once I did that. The phone stopped ringing, all kinds of shit. But anyway, that's life. Um, so when it came to, let's just bring it more to the modern context. Twitter. I had a Twitter at like in 2019. I started it, and I had like 10 people on there, and I would make like a beat and I'd put it up there, and like one person would click like, and I'd be like thrilled. And then like I would go click like on somebody else's beat who clicked like on my beat. That was that was basically my experience with Twitter. And then the Rona 2020 stuff hit, and I just went ape shit and just started typing whatever I felt about the situation because I was very furious. And my account went from like 10 followers to like almost 3,000 in like less than a year. And then I got banned because I was trolling the Q-tards. And when I got banned, um, it was like the best thing that ever happened to me. Like I thought, like most people on Twitter at the time would get banned and then they would go get a burner phone, start it all over, and it was all funny because like your friend got banned. Oh, I'm gonna go past that. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm using this as an opportunity. I don't want to use Twitter. And sure enough, once I got off of Twitter, almost nobody. I even tried to email some people and say, "Here's my Instagram," and none of them came. So it's like they all live in these little bubbles, of content platforms or something, and it's like you think you made friends or something, but it's like okay. So anyway, it was the best thing that ever happened to my creativity, my productivity. I became a positive person. I didn't have negative thinking as much. I wasn't like dooming all the time. I got focused on projects to make more money, and they actually came to some fruit. And like, so getting banned off Twitter was the best thing ever. So I don't care if this other guy owns it. I'm not coming back to Twitter. My Instagram is not, now my Instagram is different. Like with Twitter, I think the problem with Twitter is, you want to like see people get owned, on some political topic or something. You want to, and then you see outrage porn, basically, as I call it, where you just go like, oh my God, they're doing this or that. And then you, what is it? You also like, the only positive thing that can come from it is everybody agrees with you on some topic, which if you think about it isn't always positive. It's better to have a discussion. So, there's that with the Twitter. Now with Instagram, I find it different. It's a more positive experience because, I can interact with my friends that live in Canada. That they're hard to call without me putting a calling card on my phone because my phone plan is ghetto, and I can't call international, so I have to like get a calling card, and it doesn't even work very well. So I find it easier to call them on Instagram, and then so we do that, and then also like I talk to a lot of people about ideas and business ideas, show ideas, video ideas, all kinds of people. And that's where my addiction lies. I'm addicted to that constant interaction. And it's like, it's kind of stupid. It's like I direct message somebody. If they don't get back to me in 2 minutes, I think they hate me. It's like, it's dumb, right? People have lives. So that don't involve being on Instagram. And some people I know barely use Instagram at all. And they'll get back to me once every 2 months or something. and that's just the way. That's fine. It's the way they are. That's their modality or whatever. But I get addicted to that. I don't get addicted to the scrolling. I really don't. It gets boring. All my content on my feed is like mostly positive motivational stuff, so it's not doom scrolling. I do think one of the most negative things about Instagram though is it leads, and I think you made a video about this too. I didn't quite allude to this, but it's like an adjunct. It leads people to think that like their life sucks, and everybody else's life is awesome. You see the fake accounts with the private jets. Some of them might be real, whatever. There's that girl in Dubai, or whoever, who makes millions of dollars with a laptop or something. And you kind of feel like, you'll never get there. It's so outrageous it doesn't help you dream. It makes you think like, it reinforces that you think that you're not successful. And Ice-T actually put a meme out about it. I'm wearing an Ice-T style cap too. Where he said that like, beware of that shit on Instagram, because what it does is it makes you think you're not good enough and you're not doing enough, that your life sucks. And he's like, you're not seeing every part of their life. You're just seeing the good parts, It's like you were talking about with the girls taking a picture of their food rather than enjoying the food and having good conversation with friends. I try to make a point when I go to restaurants with people to, especially like when you're with somebody who goes to the bathroom and you're stuck at the table, I make a point of specifically not pulling out my phone. I just people watch. Just people watch the restaurant, like I used to when we didn't have smartphones, because I think it's good for you to do that. Not that I don't ever look at my phone. I'm addicted to the engagement. Like I'm addicted to constantly direct messaging and text messaging people. I am. It's in long phone calls. That's my problem. But when it comes to the doom scrolling, I don't have that problem, and I'm really good at blocking off social media long enough to be productive. And getting banned from Twitter was the best thing that happened to my online life ever. Later.